And do you know what else is real? We've been hearing these reports about people flushing all kinds of bizarro items down the toilet. I think I told you the story years ago that I did a story once as a reporter where I followed, when you flush the toilet, I followed the trail of what happens to the things that get flushed all the way down to these water treatment facilities that big cities have. You know, cities have to deal with their waste somehow. And the number of things that people flush down the toilet they should not flush, it is alarming. And you may have heard these reports coming from the news outlets saying that people are flushing parts of t-shirts now because of this toilet paper shortage in some parts of the country. People are flushing items they shouldn't be flushing. And I have a whole long list here. It's not just ripped up t-shirts. If you are using ripped up t-shirts at home to wipe, first of all, my apologies to you. That sounds horrible. But if you are in that situation, throw it in the trash. Just take it immediately out to the trash. Don't flush it. Do not flush wet wipes, paper towels, antibacterial wipes like those Clorox wipes, even dental floss, because it can get caught.
Yeah, don't do that.
And create clogs. And hair is another one not to flush. Lady products like tampons, if you normally flush them, don't do that, because that's just going to end up being an expensive plumbing bill either at your house or for the city to deal with. But yeah, who knew that we'd be all clogged up during Corona?
I know, literally and figuratively. I don't know, you know, sometimes people get stressed out and they can't go to the bathroom, so I don't know. It's strange how our conversations go, but years and years and years ago, I know, right? Just keep it moving. Years ago, I used to flush my floss, dental floss. I had a moment of thought, like,
no, that's a no-no.
Down the toilet. Because I didn't want it to like stink, or I don't know why. I don't really know the answer to that.
How stinky was your
that
floss?
Was bad, really bad.
No, it's a bad thing.
I don't know. I felt like, I don't know. It is a bad thing. I mean, I haven't done that in years and years and years, but you know, I can see like the dental floss thing, but not a t-shirt. Like if we're doing that, no.
Don't flush either of those things. And even those flushable wipes, even though they say flushable on the label, the expert I spoke with when I did this story, I don't even know what kind of expert. He was the guy who ran like this water treatment facility where all the waste comes in, right?
Flushing expert.
The toilet #2 expert. He was saying that those flushable wipes have caused a huge problem for municipalities across the country because they've had to figure out how to process this wastewater, and that if you are going to flush the wipes, only do one at a time. I mean, for sure, only one, because any more than that, a lot of toilets and sewage systems can't handle that.
I know. If you're using more than one, though, maybe there's another issue happening, right?